We shall not be moved just like a tree that's standing by the waters. We shall not be moved.
This morning, the streets of Belmopan saw members of the Public Service Union taking to the pavement. Their destination was the Ministry of Labor. Over the weekend, PSU members made their stance crystal clear. 94% voted to reject the government's pay offer, and 92% backed declaring a trade dispute. So today, the union's leadership followed through, marching straight to the ministry to hand-deliver that declaration. It was a bold and peaceful show of unity as the PSU continues its push for fairer wages and better treatment for Belize's public officers.
It is not our intention to create any damage to this society, any harm to any citizen, any harm to any government property. But what we will do, we will stand for justice. We're not here to bring down any government. We're not here to push any political card. We're here to defend livelihoods and dignity and with pension. We want fight for that. We have a serious fight.
The Public Service Union has officially declared a trade dispute, using Section 11 of the Essential Services Act to do so. Now, the ball is in the government's court. The Minister of Labor has 21 days to review the case and decide if it's valid. In the meantime, the PSU says it will keep pushing for fairer wages and better treatment for public officers.
While the Honorable Minister of State might be accustomed to having his way in the private sector, having his way in what I believe is clearly the exploitation of labor in the private sector, I wish to serve a serious warning. It ain't going to happen in the public sector, my brother, because we're prepared to die for that pension, and we will die for that pension.
The joint negotiating team continues to demand an 8.5% salary adjustment for public officers, teachers, and pensioners, and an additional increase in the minimum wage for public sector workers from $5 to $6. The government, however, maintains that this is not an achievable request to meet in this fiscal year.
Perhaps they might want to look at their economic model to ensure that where tax contribution is concerned, we will continue to do our part, but the private sector, and more importantly, these foreign investors must now be held accountable to pay their fair share, and the fleecing must stop where these statutory bodies are concerned. We want to see audited financial statement in the next sitting of the House of Representatives for all of these statutory bodies.
The Public Service Union says it's time for the government to go back to the drawing board and restart talks with the joint union negotiating team. Until then, their fight persists.
On June 5th, 2025, the government wrote to the junta reaffirming its position on the minimum wage in the public service and subjecting a 4% salary increase to contributory pension. Subsequently, we also serve further notice that if an amicable solution is not arrived at or before the expiration of 21 days, the union hereby notifies you of our intention to strike based on the trade dispute with the government of Belize.
PSU President Dean Flowers says that this is a cause he is willing to die for, but is hopeful that a resolution can be made in good faith for the benefit of Belizeans. Britney Gordon for News 5.